Welcome to my channel Young and the Restless Official, where you can get news about. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow, and I am your buddy. Now let's get started. Young and the Restless, YNR, spoilers suggest that Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, has a sneaking suspicion that Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, is up to something shady. She's been with the mustache long enough to know when he's up to no good. She's not at all wrong, however. Like every other secret in the land of Genoa City, Victor's revenge plan against Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, will surface. When it does, will Nikki go to extreme measures to stop her husband? The Young and the Restless spoilers, Nikki Newman is grateful to Jack Abbott. YNR spoilers suggest that Nikki feels as if she owes Jack her life. He went above and beyond to help Nikki get back on the wagon, not only becoming her AA sponsor and being dedicated to supporting and listening to her, he risked his own sobriety to help her go to rehab. Nikki and Jack have an incredible friendship, one that has always rubbed Victor the wrong way. The mustache feels as if Jack's one-night relapse placed Nikki in danger, and he wants Jack to pay. Still, fans can also see that Victor's revenge plan is also likely because he's a tad jealous that Abbott was the one to shake Nikki straight. Regardless, Victor is laser-focused on bringing Jack down, on all fronts, from his business to his marriage and family. YNR spoilers, Nikki Newman plays hardball. Somehow, someway, Nikki will find out about Victor's plan, and she'll be furious. But what kind of lengths will she go to protect her friend? Either way, she'll do all she can to stop Victor in his tracks. She may even threaten to divorce him, although everybody knows that Victor is her one true love. She does care for Jack, but Victor will always own her entire heart. Will the mustache call her bluff, or straighten out and retreat? He can be stubborn at times, too. Are Victor and Nikki headed for trouble in their romance? Comment below. Check out the YNR Daily on CBS and stay tuned to this site for all the best soap opera news and updates. Nikki Newman's patience had finally reached its breaking point. For months, she had been a silent observer of Victor Newman's relentless campaign against Jack Abbott. Her husband's vendetta against his longtime rival was all-consuming, and Nikki found herself increasingly caught in the crossfire of this bitter feud. What had once been a part of her life she could ignore was now a chasm that threatened to consume everything she held dear. In the elegant, sunlit living room of the Newman mansion, Nikki stood before Victor, her gaze steely and resolute. The opulent surroundings felt more like a gilded cage than a sanctuary. The grandeur of their home could not shield her from the turmoil that had taken root in her heart. She had always supported Victor, navigating the complex web of his business and personal conflicts. But this time, the stakes were different. This time, it wasn't just a matter of business or loyalty, it was a matter of her own happiness and self-respect. "Victor, we need to talk," Nikki said, her voice steady but tinged with an edge of steel that Victor hadn't heard in a long time. Victor, engrossed in a stack of documents related to his latest strategy against Jack Abbott, looked up with a frown. "What is it, Nikki? Can't this wait? I have important matters to attend to." "No, Victor," Nikki replied firmly. "This can't wait. I'm tired of being sidelined while you wage this war against Jack. It's consuming you, and it's tearing us apart." Victor's eyes narrowed, his expression shifting from irritation to cold calculation. "This isn't just about Jack Abbott. It's about protecting our legacy, our family's name. You know that." "I do know that," Nikki said, crossing her arms. Victor's face hardened, the realization of what Nikki was suggesting beginning to sink in. "Are you saying you'd leave me over this? Over my fight with Jack?" "I'm saying that you're forcing me to choose between you and my own sanity," Nikki said, her eyes brimming with unshed tears. "I can't live like this, Victor. I can't be part of a life where revenge is more important than the people who love you." The room was silent except for the soft ticking of a clock on the mantel. Victor's mind raced as he considered Nikki's words. He had always prided himself on his ability to control every situation, but this was different. Nikki's threat was not just an emotional outburst, it was a tangible consequence that he could not ignore. "Nikki," Victor said, his voice softer now, "this isn't easy for me either. But Jack Abbott has been a thorn in our side for years. I can't just let him get away with everything he's done." "And I'm not asking you to," Nikki replied. "But there are other ways to handle this. We need to find a solution that doesn't involve destroying everything we've built together. I'm asking you to put your family first." Victor looked at Nikki, seeing the pain in her eyes and the exhaustion etched on her face. For the first time, he began to understand the toll his obsession with Jack had taken on her. It wasn't just about business or power, it was about the very essence of their life together. "All right," Victor said, his voice carrying a note of resignation. "I'll find a way to end this. I'll do it for you, for us." Nikki's expression softened, relief washing over her. "Thank you, Victor. That's all I've been asking for. I want us to move forward, to focus on what really matters. We've faced so many challenges together, and I believe we can get through this too. But we need to do it together." As Victor nodded, the weight of his decision seemed to lift slightly. He knew that ending his vendetta against Jack Abbott would not be easy, but Nikki's words had made him realize that there was more at stake than just winning a battle. The battle for his marriage was one he could not afford to lose. Later that day, Victor met with his advisors and began to shift his strategy. The relentless pursuit of Jack Abbott would be replaced with a more measured approach. He would ensure that Jack faced the consequences of his actions, but without the personal vendetta that had fueled his actions for so long. For Nikki, the shift in Victor's focus was a hopeful sign. It was a step towards healing their relationship and rebuilding the trust that had been eroded. She knew that their path forward would be challenging, but she was determined to stand by Victor as long as he was willing to prioritize their family over his vendetta. As they sat together that evening, the atmosphere in the Newman mansion felt lighter, though the shadows of past conflicts lingered. Nikki and Victor were united in their commitment to move past the turbulence of the recent months. It was a tentative peace, but it was a beginning, a chance for renewal and a reaffirmation of their bond. In the world of the young and the restless, where power struggles and personal conflicts often collide, Nikki's decisive stand had marked a turning point. She had put her foot down and forced Victor to confront the true cost of his actions. Whether this would lead to lasting change or more upheaval remained to be seen, but for now, the Newmans faced the future with a renewed sense of hope and a commitment to rediscover what truly mattered.